Here we go again. Oi, 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 oi. No Cray tonight. Had a long text with him. Well, the text took a long time. We didn't text a lot. He's having some trouble at work, having to stay, do some work. Didn't sound like he necessarily liked the work he was doing, although he was going to get paid for it. So there was at least that. It would be nice if the work he was staying to do was also something that in the long term benefited him or made the work like safer for him in general. I don't quite know. He had to stay and do some welding. I don't know of what type. I don't know if it was just catch up work and he's the only guy who could do it. It's pretty weird. Pretty weird. I'm noticing the last 3 weeks or so I've been walking considerably more, maybe more than double. If on a good day, my plan would used to be to walk about 3 miles. I would walk up a hill and down, maybe try and do that twice, or I would walk to the park and back, and that was like a 3 mile walk. And now I'm walking 6 to 7 miles a day, just doing it. Um, I found a game to play on the way that's like walk here and do this and that and do these little things that like, oh, if I walk over to there, I'll get some more items and then I can walk back. And that's like gamatizing that walking has it just made it so much more interesting. It's really fascinating how it digs right into my like gaming personality. Um, so much so that when I get home, I feel satiated on gaming. Like I don't jump into something new. There's a ton of games I was like wanting to try, but now I get home and I'm like, yeah, like brush up, do some item management shit in the game, and then watch some stuff with the wife, relax. The walk is, I mean, it's huge, right? Like today's was close to 7 miles. Um, Sometimes when I'm walking out, I'm like, how am I gonna do this? And then when I'm walking back, I'm like, gosh, I need to get home. I've been out here way too long. It's really fascinating how much it's encouraged. It's just getting into my like video game addiction psychology and just like getting me to go, and how it's then affecting like my desire to just play something at home. uh, I don't what I foresee is that it will probably boil down to like a shorter, faster, longer walk. I'll probably boil down to like a 5 mile walk that takes an hour and a half or something. uh, oh, get that brightness going instead of doing these longer, like near 3 hour 7 mile walks and stuff. I don't know. What was today's? 2.5 hours, 3.5 miles. It might be a little bit more, but it's not going to be much more than that. There was one the other day. The thing is, every now and then I stop my timer, and then sometimes I forget to start it again when I get walking. Part of it also is just fun to get out there and like practice my sitting, get my posture, work on my posture while walking. It's been pretty weirdly fun. It's like, oh yeah, like, throw the shoulders back. Yeah, okay, there we go. Yeah. And my normal stance is something closer to this. Um, have been reading a lot of thoughts on posture. It's like, well, that sloped stance is also like comfortable when you're like tired and stuff. And yeah, if I'm doing this massive walk, maybe I am tired, and I try to sit with like lumbar and back support that gets me to like put my shoulders back and stuff naturally while resting. Um, I don't have the little pinch down here I was talking about today, so that's good. I think I will talk to the PT, physical therapist, about it tomorrow. We'll be going there tomorrow, and then hopefully we have a run at Eternal Darkness tomorrow night. But what I'm noticing when I turn on the video and look is like the face is like used to be a little more It's definitely thinning out. I think since the beginning of these videos, I've lost about 25 pounds, which I gained a lot through the holidays. My holidays are just nuts, especially if you consider like late October to be like Halloween style parties and holidays. And then the middle of November is my birthday. The end of November is Thanksgiving. And you run into a little gap until you get like, the middle to late December Christmas stuff, and then New Year's. And somewhere in there, especially those of us that have like two families and you got to go to like multiple dinners and stuff, it just doesn't work out the way you might think it will. Make sure this is bright. So yeah, even with that little break in there, the way that works out is just bad. It's a huge run. It's like 2 months of dangerous eating pitfalls and such, and then an arm injury, and sitting at home, convalescing for at least a week to two, and then starting up PT, and that's like tough. And you're like, fuck it, let's have some fucking chips and M&Ms and shit, and it was brutal. I would say probably over those 3 months, close to 40 or 50 pounds. And then since the early January to now February 17th. Yeah, no, sorry, March 17th. Lost about 25 pounds. There's been a large acceleration to the weight loss in these last 3 weeks. I think it went from like a 2 to 3 pound to like a 4 to 5, maybe not quite 5. I'd have to double check. There'd be times in there where it just couldn't stick to the good diet and stuff. Or like last night, I was just huge craving. I did okay. I didn't go too crazy. I went out and just got like a burger and two tacos, which is probably still like 1,500 calories all said and done. But I had been good earlier in the day, so that's fine. And then today I had a little bit of a sore throat, which I think was a complication of the really cold weather, really intense allergies, wearing a mask, like breathing that bacteria back into your mouth. I've got a little tickle of it right now, but nothing nearly as bad as it was this morning when I woke up and I was like, oh fuck, I'm gonna get like strep throat or something. Might even be that Cray and I have been meeting and talking and doing long nights for like several days in a row. I didn't even really put all that together, so maybe my throat was already primed for an incident, to put it in that way. So it's nothing like it was. Nothing. I had to check with a swallow, but I woke up and was like, oh God, I can barely swallow. What the fuck? On one side. That made me be like, well, it's just this one side. Like if it was like a whole thing, wouldn't it be a whole thing? 9, 10. So I took like aspirin, I took naproxen, I took vitamin C, I took some antihistamines, and then I said fuck it and went back to bed for like an extra like 4 to 5 extra hours, just sleep it in. And I woke up and I was like, the pain is pretty much gone. Obviously the painkillers kicked in, so like maybe there was a little tickle there that I wasn't feeling. The pain was gone. I had a little congestion in my chest that felt a lot more like what I know allergies to be. So I was like, all right, this is progress essentially. The throat doesn't hurt anymore. Yeah, okay, great. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna go for a walk. And I went for that walk I talked about, 6.5 miles, and did some shit. My buddy Tommy called. I haven't heard from him since middle of January. So I was like giving him a little bit of shit for that. Like, where have you been? And he had some good news that I don't know that he would want me to share here. I don't know that anybody he knows watch my videos or anything, but he was a little guarded about it. But it was a very positive thing, I thought. So I was like, I don't know why you haven't told people this, but cool, man. And that was neat. Then we tried to catch up on a ton of things, but it had been months. It had been nearly 3 months, a solid 2 months. So there was a lot of little things to catch up on, and he's in Thailand. The delay on the phone call is brutal. Uh, there's a lot of like, no, you go, no, you go. You know, no, you're saying I go, but you go. Uh, yeah, hopefully we get that Eternal Darkness going tomorrow night. Got to keep on it. I have a weird feeling right now. If I don't maintain the relationship with the like video game part, it's gonna like drift away. Uh, I don't know that there's anything positive or negative about that, but it's just such a big thing. It's all around me. It's interesting that that would maybe fall away under like a huge workout regimen, or maybe the regiment needs to get actually regimented and stop being a big sloppy, hard pushing mess, which would definitely be possible. As the game, as you start to get situated in the game, and you don't need to like respond to all the little fires and put them out constantly. Let's call that 10. Check my light here. There we go. Then the game might not, the working out might not quite wear me out or take quite so long. I don't know if that's good or a bad thing. Maybe I could check where my progress lands as far as weight loss and stuff goes. It would be nice to lose another 25. At the current pace, that wouldn't be much more than, call it 6 weeks to be safe. That's so much more doable than like 10 weeks, it feels like. I mean, it is about half, right? So, duh. But scapular dyskinesia is doing well. Interesting. I don't get it going up, but I get it going down. I might want to mention that. I'll put it in my notepad immediately so I don't forget. I don't get it going up, but I get it going down. There we go. I really suggest doing that. It's sort of basic shit, but keeping a little diary or journal is really smart. It's not that hard. We're doing this like pull down thing instead of the pull out. And we were also doing pull down, and then one where you were like pulling it up. Instead of, you got one where you push out, and then one where you start out and pull in. They were like, we do these instead. The ones where you pull down are like a lot easier than the other ones, so that's interesting. And then we're trying to keep everything more balanced. I have like a more positive feeling about approaching the end of this than I did a couple, like week 8 or wherever it was, late week 7, when those videos where I was like, I don't know, this is almost over and I'm not better. I'd say the strength is about even. Maybe the left is a little stronger. I feel like the right just doesn't get pushed as much. You know, I want to build that strength. I want to build that strength until I'm happy where it is, and then I want to work on that like fast motion stuff. This is pretty good. Like, this was like scary stuff. Doing something like this, particularly the shoulder, was like activating in a painful way before. Yeah, that is a pop. Am I just doing it wrong? Yeah, I'm using the wrong muscles, I think. I need to be using my back muscles more instead of just the arm muscles. That's dyskinesia. It's just, you're not using all of your muscles to do the things. You think about using them all. And then it becomes second nature. So, good shit, man. I'm kind of glad we're just calling it an early night. Cray doing the overtime means I can just get to bed. I can feel I'm tired, and allergies are like pushing whatever that was. I think I did a long night the other night. You know, I look a little tired in the video too. So sometimes the hair magnifies it, but yeah, let's call it a day. Get the fuck out of here. Do a PT check-in tomorrow. I'd like to try and get these videos back to maybe I should do the video and then go for a walk, because as it is, I don't think I'm going to get my second workout in today. I've got to do the stretches and stuff, and just that this schedule change, like I'll do it in the evening, has not worked out. I can even just do the workout without a video. It goes a lot faster. But this has already gone too long, so we'll see you guys tomorrow.